Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Friday. Woohoo! January 12th. So, what do we got on the docket today? Thank God it's Friday. What a rough week. We've only got two items, and they are both red core PPI month over month, and it came in less than expected. Remember, we talked about yesterday that core is the PPI minus energy and food or any other volatile items, which is complete BS. And we talked about that yesterday. Don't get me started again. That being said, the regular PPI, which includes all the necessary items month over month, was less than expected by the same increment, about 0.2% less than expected. So this is good news. Now, why did the CPI go up and the PPI go down? So this is a great question. Both are measurements of price, right? So PPI is producers' price index, which means producers, what they're paying for raw materials went down, which eventually will move towards CPI. So CPI, and that's our CPIs up here. CPI will eventually, so it flows downhill from the producers to customers. And so that is good news. So that means that the PPI went down. So eventually we should see CPI moving down. This is good news, and the market reacted appropriately. So all the news is done for today. Moving on, looking at the daily chart, you can see yesterday we had almost a doji day. We couldn't quite make up our mind which way. But one of the things that really is a big deal is these tails. So a tail on a candle shows us price rejection. Very, very important. And yeah, so there's a price rejection there. There's a little bit there. We keep seeing every time the market tries to go down, we come down and then we bounce, go back up. We come down, we bounce and go back, we come down. So we got price rejection on the downside, which means that this is very bullish. And so with good news, would not surprise me to see us go up today. Where could we go? I think that highs here are definitely within range 48.41 and maybe even 48.60. Downside, there's a couple of lows that are close around the 47.70. If we could get some muscle on the downside, we might go down to that low volume node 47.57. So yeah, this does also look like a potential double top that we may have touched yesterday. It bounced off of it, retraced, but if we come back up to it, it may also retrace again. So that might be a good place to initiate a short at that double top. Looking at the intraday, the 60-minute, I should say, we had down price action, but look at this is really interesting. We had positive inventory by a good margin. And even when this big sell-off here was going on, inventory was not getting overly sold off. So buyers were definitely in control buying, even though price does not reflect that. So that's kind of interesting. We have a divergence. That's something we want to note and process and think about how that will impact the rest of the market in the future. The daily chart, the intraday, I should say, you can see here's the PPI number, big spike up, and that's what it should have done. That is good news for the economy. Looking at support and resistance levels, where do we have? We have some resistance at 48.28, 48.50, and 48.67. Support, good support at 72.50, 47.67, 47.53, and 47.30. So those are your support resistance numbers. Stock Traders Almanac for today, January 12th, 47.6, 47.6. So a slight negative bias historically from the Stock Traders Almanac. That's all I've got for you today. Hope you have a great week. And remember, Monday is a holiday, so the markets will be closed. I'll see you guys on Tuesday morning. Have a great weekend. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like. Hey, thanks for watching the morning brief. Check out my website for more information, oneononetrading.com. Take a look at the Troy levels, a trade location finder for the futures markets. Help you find those levels of support and resistance that are just so hard to find. I also do personal coaching and mentorships. So go ahead and take a look at my website, oneononetrading.com. Thanks.